Our story begins the first day it started. For 3 days it shook until the earth parted. From deep down below rose an object so vast. Folk on the island, a long time in the past. Folksy Island it's called by those that do dwell, tucked away long ago by Jemima's spell. Said you'll never again see the light of day until such time comes and my debt is repaid. She had cried, she had cursed, she had blown a fuse. What had been done to her, it was no excuse. Away the island went, never to be seen, till Mr. Twinkletoes found the golden bean. Her youth had been stolen, that much we do know. But what happened? Who dealt her the big blow? It's a wonderful tale, so full of deceit, we'd need a few verses to tell it complete. Sit down, boys and girls, listen to their story, how their island arose in all its glory. Jemima's youth stolen, and after she died, all great folksies to search for where the bean lies. Lone Nutter, Jemima Buttercup's her name. Wanted to live forever, she had no shame. 6,000 of their years the magic bean holds. Until someone would find it, it was foretold. Her prized possessions, 6 blue diamonds they were, had been stolen one day, her wrath to incur. For each of the diamonds 1,000 years' worth, the curse would remain till the parting of the earth. 6,000 years went by while everyone searched, only to have found that the island was purged. Top of the bean it would have lain forever, till Sebastian saved all. He was so clever. Had to pay with their time until it was found, when the hourglass finally did turn around. She had her revenge, all her debt had been paid, and lastly admitted it was a fair trade. 'Twas the first day outside, the sun was shining. Dawn of a new era, nobody whining. Rejoiced did the island, all but except one. Forever and ever, the darkness was gone. Jemima was watching, but what could she do? The debt was repaid and it made her feel blue. 'Twas time to move on, put her spirit to rest. She made peace with it all, it was for the best. Sebastian, the hero, had opened the skies. Around the island you could hear the loud cries.
Oh.
For finding the bean, it was just a big fluke. He had dug a deep hole big enough to puke. "What is this?" Sebastian asked, very surprised. Was what they had looked for as a bean disguised? 6,000 years banished in a big bubble. Time to rebuild, got to start on the double. One house they all lived, Sebastian and mother, his father, sister, their pet and his brother. For no sun had shone, and just rocks all around. The second day started, grass grew out the ground. "Sebastian, Sebastian, please come out and play." His best friend was outside, it was a good day. Pippa Pipsy, the name her mother had called. The day she was born, she was completely bald.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
He had 2 big ears and he had a big head. He had such long legs, couldn't fit in his bed. Eyes blue as the sky and a very long nose. Could run like the wind, Sebastian Twinkletoes. Pippa, she was skinny and had long blonde hair. The day she was born, her dad jumped in the air. 5 sons he had had and now a little girl. A problem exists. Her tail ends in a curl. They made one last stop to go and get their mate. Gort, the name he was called, and always was late. Alone on the island had a one-word name, for no 2 Folksies ever did look the same. Those who live here, oh what happy folk they are, but hidden away so long did leave a scar.
Hey.
Still living like cavemen and pale as can be, no toilets around, use the bushes to pee. Their houses are simple, rabbits in a hole. No plates on the aisle, have to eat from a bowl. At least they can make fire to warm up their feet. No cars on the islands to drive in the street.
No, 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 no!
Oh! To get around town, folksies use a small sleigh. It's dragged by strange creatures that make the sound neigh. It looks like a husky with much longer hair. Big enough critters for two folksies to share. On the first day of spring, they have a big race. These nifties could run at a very fast pace. They always start slow. To the goal line they dash. Ah! The hair in their eyes could often make them crash. Snooky Blue Pumpkin and Sylvester Grey Gnome, just some of the folksies who made here their home.
Snooky.
Zachariah Augustus Barnaby Paul, he had by far the strangest name of them all. 1,000 folksies, and they all are great friends. First lived in one house, but then had to extend. Most had to move out, it was such a big shame. Too many of them to give each one a name. All folksies, they eat what the island produce. Just stinking veggies and a strange purple juice. Since the isle had risen, they found a new dish. Just go down to the beach and catch a few fish. To keep them entertained, they came up with games. Their hide-and-seek champion's first name was James. "300 years later, now mouldy and green, still sits in the cupboard, nowhere to be seen." The first week outside, they could not get enough. Playing that long outside, the sun could be tough. But little did they know that all would turn red, and that night they all laid with sunburn in bed. Race day approached. It was the first day of spring.
Yay!
Before starting things off, had a song to sing. The island's anthem. It was written for fun. All eager to start, got to sing on the run.
Climb a horse and eagle, which enslaved us a long time, until Sebastian found the beam and saved us from this crime. First time in our lifetime, we saw the big blue sky. We're all so very happy now, Sebastian made us cry. Oh, Sebastian, with your long legs and big feet, the song's so fun, and if you wish one more time to
A great day it was, the whole isle did attend. To watch every race, all will stay till the end. Bastian was racing, here to defend his crown. He wins every year, always dressed as a clown. Dotty Potty was the food lady in charge. Gort again was hungry, with Dotty at large. Couldn't wait longer, helped himself to a snack. Dotty came upon him and gave him a smack. Gort, he was running with old Dotty behind. She was chasing him with just one thing in mind. Said, "Man, if I catch you, you better just wait. Your bum will hurt so much that you can't walk straight." This year, Chihuahua would do it all to win. He grew special spinach and kept it in a bin. No one was looking, gave his nifties the lot. Didn't go with their stomachs, they pooed on the spot. Mayor Tom arrived, and a big cheer went up. What was he holding? 'Twas the Grand Winner's Cup. Sebastian said, "Might as well give that to me. You'll all still be running, while I'm drinking my tea." Eight races to run, where the winner of each will run in the final and right past the beach. Then over the mountain and onto the square, Mayor Tom's waiting and the winners declared. One year they tried running the race in the night. It was a big flop, gave everyone a fright. Gave the nifties candles to light up the road. It set them on fire and they had to be towed. Said Tom, "On your marks, ready, get set and go." Gort was way behind, he was always that slow. His nifties were fast and it was not their fault. His sleigh then got stuck, over the fence they vault. Pippa was next, she had a score to settle. She was all ready, her sleigh made of metal. Last year, Chihuahua had cheated some more. He broke her sleigh in half and skipped out the door. Here comes Sebastian, everyone was waiting. He looked way too fast, all racers deflating. Nifties were wearing all the medals he'd won, with Dad cheering loudest, so proud of his son. All lined together, Bastian took out a whip, just some help, so his nifties would let it rip. Their eyes opened wide and they just couldn't afford to not win the race, as they knew what's in store. The pistol had gone, the final race began. It was now time to see who was the best man. The winners of all 8 previous races, the strain was showing all over their faces. Sebastian started a little too eager. His poor nifties were tired, their strength were meagre. "Use your whip," Sebastian's father suggested. Pippa was leading. her nifties were rested. The finish line approached, Sebastian was last. To the back of the sleigh his nifties were cast. He then strapped on the reins and shot off so fast, it looked like the rest were all left in the past. Twinkletoes his surname, it was well deserved. For years to come had all his medals preserved. Please come join us again for more other tales. Adventures so crazy, you'll bite all your nails.